Did that do anything?
Uh,
Yes,
yep.
we are live.
All right.
Oh, I can hear myself talk. That's awkward.
Why?
All right.
Ayo.
All right. We are indeed live. I can't get off this. Wait, no, I have my laptop.
And Cameron, you can mute this stream so that you don't hear yourself twice.
Yep.
Heyo. Welcome in. We'll be starting in a few minutes.
Mm.
Welcome in.
Justin really posted right after.
Bruh.
The timing of that was not the best.
Yeah.
I literally just got a comment yesterday about how we might be a little bit too excited with that. Everyone's.
Nah.
Bro, we only have like,
It's like one a day.
yeah, one a day on average.
Welcome in. We'll start soon.
Starting soon. Imagine that screen's up.
I can see it right now. It's a very beautiful starting soon screen.
Thank you, Dallas.
OMG, Alec?
My goodness. No, this is Alex's son. You see the junior?
Oh, okay.
All right. There we go. Twitch wouldn't come up on my laptop.
Victor Nation, how we doing?
How we feel?
JB knocked. Such a bad show, man.
Shut it.
I don't think you're qualified to be running this anymore.
No,
Everyone
they're,
disagrees with you, Karen.
they're the whole story. Don't worry about it.
All right. Kieran, you want to start now or you want to give it a few minutes?
I'll give it a few minutes.
All right. You'll have any fan favorites for making anime of the year?
Who, us or them?
Them.
Oh, I could have gone into it, man.
Gotta save that, Kieran.
Fine.
None of my favorites for anime of the year would win anime of the year in this club.
We get it, Dallas.
Yes, it just means you have bad taste. Statistically speaking.
Statistically speaking, fate is overly complicated.
Okay.
Oh, hey,
Sister level.
I like solo leveling as well.
That's not what he said.
That's what he
It's
said.
a little.
That's not what he
I'm
said.
pretty sure that's what he said.
Think you downloaded the wrong version there.
True. PvP
All right.
civilization
That's
is
it.
go.
Thanks everyone for showing up.
PvP civilization is goaded.
I can't take any more. What's his name even? Evbo.
He's so good. The greatest director of our time.
I can't take it anymore. Hmm. Man, Aggie-SAMA is streaming. I knew 6 o'clock wasn't a good idea.
PvP civilization season 2 does have an opening.
Does
Why
it?
isn't that on? Yeah, it does.
Because it's not an anime.
What? It's literally animated.
That's not the definition of anime.
What do they call? They do they not call like King of the Hill anime?
No, they don't.
No.
All right. I think I'm gonna start now.
Okay.
All right. Howdy, everyone. I am your event coordinator, Kieran Kirkman, and this is our 6th annual Anime Awards.
Yep.
All right. This is our 2024 Anime Awards covering January 1st to December 31st of 2024. I am joined by my co-host today. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Howdy, I'm Mark. I'm the president of Aggie-SAMA.
Hello, I'm Dallas. I'm the anime officer.
All right. And that is our wonderful cast of commentators today. So we will get right into it. First up, we have the character awards. So these are going to be our favorite protagonist, favorite antagonist, best boy, best girl, and best couple / ships. And also, just as a heads up, I made the slides, so I know what won, what didn't win, but Mark and Dallas have no idea, so they're in just as much of a surprise as you are. And then, so before we get into it, we're gonna have the guessing like we did with the previous anime awards. If you go to VC chat,
VC chat in Discord. Dallas will be posting the start for the guessing and then the end for the guessing. And you'll be able to give one guess for whatever section we're on, what you think won. So, like, you'll be able to vote for best protagonist and best antagonist and all the rest we have in the voting period. And if you get it right, you get points for your house, which is kind of fun. And if you edit your message, you will not get points. If you send 2 messages in that same time frame when the voting's open, you will be wrong and you won't get it.
all right. So Dallas, if you could start with best protagonist. All right. And here are your options for best protagonist. Which one do you think is going to win this one, Mark? Pretty solid options here.
Truthfully, I could see 3 of these taking the lead with this. I don't think Freerun will actually get best protagonist. I know a lot of people like the show, but I don't think she's a stronger protagonist than any of the other three. Um, because of recency bias, I would have thought Dawn to Dawn, but they have two options here. So I think the vote might get split between the two of them, and Mao Mao will come on top, just like she should.
Those are some bold predictions.
I'm making good predictions potentially.
I think you might have read too much into it. I think Dallas has some better thoughts than that.
What? I have better thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't think that Don gonna split the vote because it uses ranked choice voting. So
It
there's
can still split.
no. It just I can't. If there are more people that prefer Don, they're gonna put like Ken or Akurin and Momo first and second, and then the like Don vote is gonna win out in the end.
Nah,
Like
you got to
you're
go
just
into the
hoping really hard.
you got to go into the psyche of them because like their psyche is going. Oh, I gave it to one of them. I can't give. That's not very fair to put the other one second. Totally how they would think.
um, I think you're coping.
Never coped once in my life.
Like you know what you're like saying is that they're gonna put the Don they like Don the most, but they're putting the other Don protagonist like third or last under Malmo, which I just like.
Yes,
I don't think
obviously.
there's anyone who's like, oh, I think Mao. I like Akurun first, and then Mao, and then Momo. I don't. I just can't. I can't envision that person in my head, but I guess it's possible.
I believe.
Alright. I just realized him. So votes go in VC chat on the Discord. They're the channel right above the voice channels.
If you're in the Discord, you should be able to get to it through this link.
All right.
Kiernan,
Yes.
in your unbiased opinion, who do you think is best protagonist out of this list?
I'm gonna have to say. I think I haven't seen Freerun, so I'm not gonna speak too much on that. Mao Mao, she's a little bit too weird. Okarun, really cool, just like me for real, for real. And Momo Isa, she's just really cool, like very solid protagonist. So I'd say I'd have to give it to Momo Isa. I think Momo Isa wins this one.
Wait, which one do we like the most, or which one do we think is gonna win?
I am trying to be unbiased and not give
Oh
an
yeah,
answer. So,
yeah.
I think Mao Mao deserves to win.
all right.
She,
You guys
I'm just,
figure it's about time to find out.
Should I send the end protagonist end?
yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time. All right. The best protagonist, drum roll, please. Mark Dallas. All right. It is Mau Mau.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark was spot on with his
Heck
reasoning.
yeah.
But can we see the vote breakdown?
Damn it, Dallas. No. No vote breakdowns for anyone. Up next, we have best antagonist. These are your options. We got the Sin Archbishops. So that's going to be. What do you got? You got Capella, Regulus. You got. I can't remember the gluttony's name. But the whole group, you got Tomoe Shigaraki / All for One, since that's a weird situation. You got Acrobatic Silky, and then Wizaimon, the Tomb Guard, who I think is one of the 7 unique monsters.
Yep.
Pretty solid list here. Personally,
Really?
I am very yes, really, Dallas. I am very partial to Uzaimon. He is very cool. He's got the samurai thing going on. Like I haven't seen the show, but I've come to really like him while I've been setting this up.
I think he
He's
looks
pretty
really
heckin'
cool.
sick. I do think for antagonists, it's still Tomeraki, all for one.
Tomoraki.
Uh, sorry, Tomura Shigaraki. I combined the name. Um, my bad. Uh, I still think it is Shigaraki, all for one. Um, I'm gonna just go ahead and say I'm counting both of them and not just Shigaraki or the other. But if you watched My Hero season 8, or been watching My Hero, uh, season 8 does a very good job of
Season 7.
season 7. Season 8's next time. Season 7 does a very good
Oh
job.
wait, I need to start the thing, but guessing.
Season 7 does a really good job of making them scary, I guess, and intimidating. Uh, I've had some conversations with someone in the chat about them, the antagonistic part of the characters in season 7. And they think All for One's better. I still like Shigaraki better, but
I think
I think out of
Shigaraki's
these
also
four
better.
options, they're the best antagonists.
You haven't seen season 3 of ReZero though.
Well, true. I do need to watch that one. I can't really speak on that, but he looks worse than Shigaraki. So
Wait a second, you said that you watched all the anime that aren't ecchi on this list.
I haven't seen the ecchi or the some of the uh, sequel shows, which includes ReZero.
Hmm.
I will watch it soon, probably when it's done. But yeah, Shigaraki's my pick out of these. Weatherman is pretty heckin' cool, but I don't think he is the best for best antagonist.
I know you said something about the recency bias with the protagonist. You think that doesn't apply here with Acrobatic Silky, especially with her episode?
It was a good episode. I don't think she's that
Uh,
strong of an antagonist, though.
she she's literally just kind of a monster of a weak villain that's like elevated by a really good backstory episode.
That might be the same thing with Weatherman.
Okay, well I wasn't praising Weathermon either. um, Shigaraki is really cool. I don't know,
Hey,
like
so are the Sin Archbishops.
I if I had seen ReZero season 3 and could like praise them, I probably would because
I
I
mean,
just haven't
you've
like seen
seen
season
season
3.
2, right?
Yes, yeah.
Regulus and what's his name? The Button Kaitos. They show up in season 2, and they are part of the group here.
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoy ReZero season 2. I just don't remember. Like, I just have a
That
stronger
is fair.
emotional attachment to my hero and Shigaraki, and I think like, well, I think Shigaraki and All for One are weaker towards like the ending half of the story of my hero, but I still prefer them like in terms of like emotional connection
All
because of
right. I mean, you got some
yeah.
strong words, but let's see if everyone else prefers Tomura Shigaraki and All for One.
Is that the end?
Yes, it is the end. Sin Archbishops actually took this one. It was pretty close. I think it came down
Yeah.
13-9 between the Archbishops and Tomura, but Sin Archbishops did snag this one.
I'm kind of surprised because I don't think I've seen anyone like talk about ReZero season 3 that much in the club.
I
Or
will say it
yeah.
was popular in the voting forms. I didn't. I did not realize.
Why aren't y'all talking about it in the Discord?
Hey, sometimes these things are sleeper agent votes.
Like a certain other show last year.
And then up next we have Best Boy. If you'll get that started, Dallas. Your
Oh yeah.
options are truly the bestest boys in anime.
Dark, let's go.
Really? Stark's the one you go for? I would have thought like Senshi or something.
Heck no.
I thought you knew your Dungeon Meshi characters.
It insists upon itself.
Oh, you're pulling that
There's a
card.
clear winner
I
here.
see. Oh yeah, who's the clear winner, Dallas?
Okarun.
I mean, look at that
Wrong.
picture. Look at that picture.
Okarun is the clear winner here.
I think someone tried to hurt Stark, but ended up making a good photo for Stark. Stark is definitely the best.
Who tried to hurt Stark?
The person that might have made this slideshow.
It was like the best boy picture I could find. It was cute and charming.
Where's the picture of her dancing with or him dancing with Fern or whatever?
That
I
would
guess
be a different
Rhea's-
category.
Do you see Fern in the name? Do you see Fern and Stark, Dallas?
Yeah.
This is Stark. Stark is my favorite out of here. Could see Okarun getting this. I could potentially see Jinshi, but not really. Uh, Senshi only if we have a lot of Dungeon Meshi heads that actually filled out the form. But I'm not so sure.
I think a person with a K in their name is going to win.
Gary, I can change your mind. Don't worry.
Jordan, what's
Yes.
your favorite of the best boys?
Easily Okarun. Ken Takakura is just next level. His interactions with not only Momo, but also with Ira, Gigi, the rest of the cast that's not even introduced yet. Season 2 is going to be fantastic. He's just above and away the most wholesome boy I have ever seen on the screen. But again, I think the only one I would not give it to here is Jinshi. I like the sight of Stark and Senshi. I am excited to watch those animes.
Dude, I need to find a good figure of Stark and Fern.
How
That
long?
match.
How long did you look for that in Japan?
10 weeks. They either had a good Stark or a good Fern. They never had both. I never forgive the production of those figures.
You know, you could have bought like one and then like bought another one
I,
later,
I
right?
need ones that match well. It's not the same.
Are we gonna end Best Boy soon, or what are we thinking? Anything more that needs to be said?
No,
I think we can end.
just waiting for votes, but we can end here. All right. Your best boy for 2024 is going to be
Stark.
Senshi. He pulled ahead.
What is
Dang!
I'm going. I am going to be honest. Stark was not even close. This one was
Wow.
between Senshi and Jinshi.
That's so sad.
Hey, you didn't vote?
That's I can't count. Sure, we'll go with that. It's still so sad. This might affect my
future
judging
predictions?
going forward.
Your guess is gone. I see. All right. Well, then let's see how you guess for best girl. Get on that, Dallas. So we have Shika Noko Noko. We have Mal Mal, Marcille, and Amelia.
Mao Mao can't win best protagonist and not get best girl, right?
Very different qualities in a person.
Right.
Very different qualities in a person.
Right.
I wonder if because Sin Archbishop won Best Antagonist, if that means there is the Sleeper ReZero Season 3 fans are gonna vote for Amelia in this Best Girl.
I could actually see that for this one.
Arch-
Just because like even if they didn't watch ReZero season 3, they still know Amelia from the other seasons. And
Yeah.
if they didn't watch either
Archbishops can't win best antagonist and not win Amelia, right?
No, they definitely don't like correlate as easy as Mao Mao
I
to
think
Mao
you're
Mao.
cooking there, Kieran.
Well, the thing is, like, Subaru didn't win Best Pro Tag, but so definitely like whatever. But I would, if I had to guess, it would be Mao Mao because she won Best
I
Protagonist.
think
But
you guys clearly have your picks. I like the underdog here. I like Chika Noko Noko. I I think she's got some real potential here.
I
I mean, just look at her
oh,
taking
really? Shikunoko Noko is the winner? Then do the dance right now.
Chika Noko 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 Koshitanta. All right. We good then to voting here?
think so.
All right. Get on that, Dallas. Your best girl for 2024 will be, as Mark called it, Mao Mao.
Heck yeah!
I don't know how
Oh,
Shika Noka Noka didn't pull it. Yeah, this one was not even close. I think
She
she
can
got. I think she had like 70% of the vote.
heck yeah.
2 years in a row, right?
Hey,
Might be a
people-
really good character.
the people have spoken. And then up next, since Dallas, you couldn't hold your horses, now we have the best couple on ship. There's your Fern and Stark picture.
Heck yeah! I actually don't know which one is going to win here.
Really? I think it's
I
clearly Alia and Masachika.
It's definitely not Alia and Masachika.
Really? I know we have some big Russian fans in this club.
Yeah, no, it's not that. I do think it's going to be Momo and Okarun. Still want it to be Fern and Stark, but I think it's going to be Momo and Okarun.
In a just world, Andy and Fukuo would be up here.
You know, in a perfect world, we would have Andy and Fuka up here, but this is not that world. So this is what we've got to deal with, Dallas.
Dallas, did you even watch the anime?
Don't ask questions.
Not a lot of people watch Undead Blood and Luck.
It sucks because the animation in Undead Unluck was actually really good.
And why did you watch it?
Why didn't you vote for it?
Why didn't you watch it, Dallas?
It's really hard for me to rewatch stuff, okay?
You didn't even watch it the first time.
I read it.
Uh-huh. All right, now who are you shipping, Dallas?
Out of this, definitely Momo and Akurun. I mean, they're the only couple I care about here. But
no,
I can see Momo, Jinchi, or Fern and Stark. No, actually, because Stark got nothing, I actually can't see Fern and Stark winning.
Yeah, no, I think if it's not Momo and Okarun, it's Mao Mao and Jinchi.
Yeah.
But I still really want Fern and Stark.
Yeah.
What I'm just glad is that Lloyd and Yor aren't on this one this year. Because they kept winning and kept making my picks lose.
Hey, just wait for 2026 when we get a Spy Family Season 3, right?
Oh,
Lloyd and you're kind of boring couple
What?
by now.
This guy did not watch Code White last year.
I did. I really enjoyed the 5-minute long fever dream where it was Anya needing to go to the bathroom.
That's
That was a
not
real.
Void and Yor.
That was a part of the movie. That's the part I
All
remember.
right. Well, this was also not part of the movie. We're gonna go ahead and reveal who the best couple slash ship of 2024 is,
Dallas and the
and it
boats.
is
Oh yeah.
drum roll, Mark, please. And can you make sure it picks up on the stream? Gary said it's not picking up. Thank you, Mark. It is going to be Fern and Stark. This one
Really?
How?
Heck yeah!
This one was a very
How?
close one. This one was a
Heck
close one. It did go to round
yeah!
3. It did go to round 3, but who was it between? It was between Momo and Okaroon and Fern and Stark. I think it came down to one vote. But with that, that is the end of the character awards, and now we are getting into the genre awards. So we have action, drama, adventure, fantasy, comedy, and romance. First up, we are going to start with action. There we go. So we have Solo Leveling, My Hero Academia Season 7, Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War Part 3, I Believe the Conflict, and then Kaiju number 8.
Ooh.
Which one of these was the most action-packed, Dallas?
Why are you asking me this?
Because I know you
Okay.
have not seen any of these.
I've read two of. Wait, no, I've read all of them. I've read all of the manga for these.
I
Starts voting.
also have, but that is not...
Best action start. Um. Um. I know. Well, I don't think Bleach is winning because I haven't heard anyone talk about it. I don't think Kaiju number 8 is winning.
I think this is the highest rated part so far. Correct
Yeah,
me if I'm wrong.
I
What?
think there's actually a decent amount of people in the club that watched 1,000 Year Blood War.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh,
I know we had a lot that were watching part 1 and part 2. I don't know about part 3, but I figure they keep up with it. I don't know about My Hero.
7 seasons is a lot of seasons.
7 seasons is a lot of seasons.
there's less episodes to get to season 3 of My Hero than to 1,000 Year Blood War arc.
That is besides the point, Alice.
People watch Bleach because they grew up on Bleach, and now it started again with good animation.
That is so true.
Honestly, with this, I think it is between Solo Leveling and Kaiju number 8, though. Still could be Bleach. I don't think My Hero will take it. I would actually prefer My Hero to take it. It had some really fun action scenes. Really wish that they didn't dim the anime for epilepsy and it was an option to turn it off because it looked really cool and then it was really dim.
You just need to buy the Blu-rays, Mark.
I'm not made of
Support-
money.
Support the anime, Mark. Also, really, you think Kaiju number 8? Like, because we've been talking
Dude,
about,
what?
like, people haven't been talking about Kaiju number... I feel like I have not
3
heard
people,
anything
four.
about Kaiju number 8.
A
4
lot of
people
people
have
are
voted for
watching-
Kaiju number 8 in the VC chat.
A lot
How?
of people were watching Kaiju number 8 when it came out. They haven't really talked about it since, but I just think it's because there hasn't been any content for it. Whereas like Solo Leveling, it's now currently coming out with season 2. So I think with the form, when they're thinking back on it, they're like, I really like Kaiju number 8. I think most of the club watched Kaiju number 8. I'm gonna
Interesting.
put my vote towards Solo Leveling for my prediction, but I want it to be My Hero season 7.
That's probably actually how I would vote too.
Well, I'm going to call it here, and let's be glad that that's not what you guys voted, because it ended up being Solo Leveling.
Look at that! Good job, John.
So yeah, I am surprised. I mean, a lot of people watch Solo Leveling as well. I mean, I get it was at the very beginning of the year, but
Wait, Solo Leveling was also at the beginning of the year?
yeah, it was in
Yeah.
the winter.
I feel like Solo Leveling, I mean, was more popular also in broader pop culture than Kaiju number 8. I
Yeah,
mean, like,
I feel like I heard way more people talk about it because I knew people
yeah.
watched Kaiju number 8, but I don't think I heard anything other than being stuck in the same room with Mark about Kaiju number 8 and the damn One
Solo,
Republic song.
Solo Leveling was popular with uh, big weebs because big weebs read the uh, webtoon, web
Web
webcomic,
novel.
It's a
whatever. The
manhwa.
manga. Whereas Kaiju number 8 was one that was popular with a lot of new weebs, or they just watch a couple shows. At
Hmm.
least my understanding. That's true. Kaiju number 8 is in Fortnite.
That is true. All right, well, let's get your understanding on the best drama of 2024. Hit that, Dallas. So we got Apothecary Diaries, Oshinoko Season 2, the stage play part, Girls Band Cry, and Spice and Wolf, the remake.
Forgot Girls Band Cry came out. I have not seen that one. But out of these, the only options I see possible are Apothecary and Oshinoko Season 2. Um, Oshinoko enjoyers are sleepers in the club, so it is very possible Oshinoko gets it. Uh, even if no one has talked about Season 2. But I do think
Mm,
it's going to be Apothecary, and I want it to be Apothecary.
yeah, I don't care how many sleepers there are. I feel like there's been a lot of propaganda. Gary. I mean, I know Girls Band Cry, the people that did watch it really liked it, and I find it really interesting that it's CGI, I believe. So it's been really high on my list to watch. Spice and Wolf, I think there's only one person in the club that I know of that's seen it. So I
I don't think he watched the remake. I think he watched a couple episodes. Correct me if I'm wrong.
uh
Why did they remake it?
Because they wanted to essentially do a reboot. They wanted to continue the show, but it had been like 10 years, and so they don't want to just start with season 3.
did it not also do a thing where like it the original anime went a little bit off the source material or something? I
I
don't
don't
think
know enough.
it I don't think it adapted it as faithfully, so I think the remake was to bring it back on course. I think you could even call
Our
it
Spice
Spice and
and
Wolf
Wolf expert,
Brotherhood.
our Spice and Wolf expert has confirmed what you just said.
All right. Well, I think with that, how are the votes looking?
Girls Band Cry, Apothecary Dies, Apothecary Dies, Apothecary Dies, Apothecary Dies, Spice and Wolf 2024 Girls Band Cries because I wanted to win.
Hmm. And then let me guess, the spoiler is PvP. Okay. Yep. Thank you, Alec. I hope Spice and Wolf loses.
Wow.
Wait, did we just get a confirmation from Kieran that he rigged the votes against Spice and Wolf 2024?
What? You mean it was going to
Well,
be Spice and Wolf and then Kieran rigged the votes?
Yes,
I
Kieran
did.
rigged the votes against Spice and Wolf
How
just now.
dare you, Kieran?
I
He
did.
just
Yes,
admitted to that.
I changed the slides because Alec keeps pushing for PvP Civilization. That's my bad. But let's see what I rigged it to. So we're gonna end the voting here. Oh wow, the propaganda worked.
Heck
So
It has to be propaganda.
yeah!
There's no way that people genuinely like the show
What do
in
you
the club.
mean? It's such a good show.
I was being sarcastic.
It's a
I mean, look
phenomenal
at that
opening.
GIF though. The animation is just what is
Top
that?
notch. That's
I
like beauty.
I asked Gary about the animation of Apothecary and he said it was okay.
Also, that face is a Gintama reference.
Yes, yes, it is.
What?
It is a
Yes.
Gintoki face.
It's it's not even Gintoki. It's a
Is it
different
not?
girl. I have that. I have the screenshot on my phone.
I thought it was like they
That
all
exact
did it or
face is-
something.
I mean, it's kind of the style, but like that exact pose angle is a very specific one that I
You know
saved.
what else is a very specific genre? Adventure
Eh,
fantasy.
Fantasy.
Dallas, get on that.
This is the most general genre I've ever heard.
I don't know
in
what
my
you're
life.
I've
talking about. This
seen
is
3
very
of these.
specific. Which one have you not? Oh, Mashuker. I see. Wow.
Um,
Honestly,
I would be okay with 2 of these winning, which are Freerin and Shangri-La Frontier. I think Freerin is the best option for this, and I think that people know that Freerin's the best option for this. But also, Senshi won for best boy, so I don't know. Um,
I
but I'm
don't
still gonna
know.
vote for Freerin and say that it deserves
I'm
number
seeing more
1.
Dungeon Meshi in the votes than Freerun. Alright.
I think based on Shinchi winning, it could be Freerun or Dungeon or I don't know what happened to the Mishoko drawers, but it did win Anime of the Year 2 years back. So, granted, the club's different than it was then, but I think I would vote for. I did vote for Mushoku Sensei season 2, part 2, because it's the only one that I care about.
I don't know. Those
Freerin was
3
so
episodes of
good.
Shangri-La Frontier hit pretty darn hard.
No, I was. They were.
Shangri-La
You
Frontier.
always fall asleep.
I'll eventually watch Shangri-La Frontier, probably, maybe after Apothecary.
That doesn't seem the most reassuring.
Kieran, out of the
That's-
4, what are your favorites?
I'm probably I'm gonna have to go with Don to Don for this one.
I think that's the wrong category.
No, it's right there. It's the 5th option. I added on there at the bottom.
Oh, my bad. I didn't see that one right down
You know what?
there.
Here, I'll even vote for it. Don. There we go. All right. So, my actual answer is, well, the most I've seen is 3 episodes of Shangri-La Frontier here. So, that is my answer. As for which one is going to win, so I've kind of like looked at everything that was going to happen. You know, I've got I'm not going to say the script right here. So I think Dallas and voting. I think the actual winner is probably going to be Freerun.
Oh? Oh? Heck
I
yeah!
think
Love that gift.
I think Freerun wins this
I
one.
need that gift. I need that gift.
Literally,
I
just
want to see the vote break down.
I'm going to forever
Dallas,
save that.
shut up.
Actually, I'm gonna go drink that exact drink right now. Give me just a second.
1. Oh wait, he said second, not sec. He can't even do the section of time thing.
I'm back.
All right. Now that you're back, guess what else is back in style? Comedy. So we got Konosuba Season 3, Don de Dan, Mashal Season 2, Bling Bom Bom Born, am I right? And then Make Ine, Too Many Losing Heroines.
Do we even need to discuss this one? Like,
Yes, we do.
It's like I feel like it's so obvious.
We need to discuss it because I got a shill for a little bit. But Don to Don is the one that will most likely take the cake. I could see Konosuba getting it. I would hate to see Konosuba get that out of the stats that Dandadan is in the list. But Makine is a fun show if you forget about certain scenes. But other than that, it's a really
Uh-huh.
good show.
I think it's just a good show.
It won't win, but it's a really good show.
It's a good show. It's a very just. I don't want to say mid. It's a little bit above mid, but
Say that it's a 6 out of 10, Kieran.
no,
And say
7 out of 10. I gave it a 7 out of 10.
it.
It was, you know what? John Michael said it best. It is definitely the show of all time. Words cannot describe how I felt watching that show. Truly an
So you-
experience.
So you understand what I say
Oh.
when I say 7 out of 10. You don't want to watch a 7 out of 10.
No, I want to watch 7
I
out of
like
10s,
watching
Dallas.
7 out of 10s.
Watching 7 out of 10s it's fun. Like the show
I'm
itself
currently
might not
watching
be
a few
fun.
7 out of 10s that are really good, and some 7 out of 10s that are I will drop.
Which one? The dad getting reincarnated as a villainous?
That one's so good.
That was a very
Just
solid first
Such,
episode.
such a good 7 out of 10.
But that's 2025. That's 2025, Mark. You're getting ahead of yourself here.
I'll show it next year. Well, I'll
You
show
know
it
what?
this year.
I
people
think
can
the
Put it
answers
on for
are.
next year.
I think the answers are in. I'm just gonna call it here. Okay, you
Dallas
did call
in the
it. Thank
voting.
you, Dallas. Yeah, it. I think it had like 80% of the votes on this one. It was
Heck yeah!
far and away Dan to Dan. I mean, look at it. The gift speaks for itself. The comedy in this anime is just top notch.
I'm going to be honest.
Oh no, please don't be honest.
Is Don an action? Like, why is it in the comedy and not the action? Is it
I
because it
think the
has
forefront.
Alice, did
I-
you watch it?
Yes, it has comedy in it, but like,
That's a comedy
yeah,
right there.
the thing is the forefront genre, because it kind of could go in any of the categories, because it's got it all.
yeah.
I think the thing that's forefront is the comedy. I think you have constant scenes like Momo doing the impression, scenes like this in the GIF right here. It is prevalent all throughout the show. Where is the romance, Gary?
Okay, there is romance, but it's definitely less than comedy.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what?
I-
We don't need to get caught up in this. We could talk for hours about which genre Don is. The answer is all of them, including what was the next one? Romance. We have A Sign of Affection, Yubisaki to Rinrin. We have Yakuza Fiance. I don't know what that is, and The Dangers in My Heart Season 2.
Okay, seventh time loop is the best option on here. It won't win though. It was such a good 7 out of 10.
Get it? Because the show has 7 in the title.
It was such a good show. It like when season 2 drops, I'm so hyped. That was one of my favorites of that season. I could see that one being my favorite, like just in general of that season. That I watched as a seasonal. It was just a lot of fun. Yakuza Fiance is what I believe will win. Because we've got some big fans.
We do have some big fans.
It has a really good protagonist. That's all I can say about Yakuza Fiance. But I could also see The Dangers in My Heart season 2 winning, because that has a big cult following with it, and I know a lot of people like season 1 and season 2.
Hold on.
Dallas, have you seen any of these?
Wait.
I have never even heard of any of these, Mark.
You don't watch romances anyway, but hold on. We got.
I had heard like of Insomniacs After School in
Wait,
2023.
Wait. We got Mr. Spriggan Dev in the chat here. says none of these deserve best romance anime of 2024. I want to hear what you think the best romance anime of 2024 is.
Betty says Dandadan.
Dun, 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 dun,
We'll
dun.
give you 5 seconds. You know what? That's a very valid answer. That is a very valid answer.
I don't think Sign of Affection will win. I would be shocked if more than 3 people watched it. So I still think it's Yakuza Fiance.
And in Dallas has never heard of it. So how are the... All right, yeah, I'll call it here. All right, so drum roll, please. The best romance anime of 2024 was A Sign of Affection.
No heckin' way.
This one was very close. It was basically a 51-49 between A Sign of Affection and Yakuza Fiance. But there
Dang.
were some deaf people in the club. Deaf people represent.
Did you vote for this?
Yes, I did. I did watch 5 episodes and I will finish it.
I also need to finish it. I've got like 4
Blue
episodes.
Box did not finish in 2024. We could not qualify it for this year. But next
Blue
year,
Box will be next year.
stick
Blue
around.
Box will win next year. Blue Box is actually a good romance story.
It does have to finish in the year to be in these categories. It doesn't have to finish to be in the
Character
music categories or
miscellaneous.
characters.
All right, but with that, we are done with the genre awards. We will now be getting into the seasonal awards. What was the best anime of winter, spring, summer, fall, and what was just the best season overall? So starting out, we have winter. This is a heavy hitting season. We got Dungeon Meshi, Delicious in Dungeon, Apothecary Diaries, Solo Leveling, and Freerun Beyond the Journey's End. I don't know how you choose between these 4.
Very simple.
Wait, why are we having Anime of the Year voting early? We still have to get through all the other seasons.
There's other things on the list.
Oh wait, do you all actually remember what was it? Was it last year or 2 years ago? 2 years ago, what was it? Bochi 1 beat Chainsaw Man in the seasonal, and then Chainsaw Man won in Anime of the Year. So technically, it's possible.
I don't know
I don't
how
think
that
any
works.
of us were here for that, Boomer. So.
I was here for that. I was so
wow,
disappointed.
You people are old.
It was supposed to be a Bochi sweep.
Yeah,
But
that
yeah,
was so good. They made the right choice.
Freerun clears. I think Freerun winning best action, no, not action, best adventure fantasy over Dungeon Meshi tells me that Freerun enjoyers there are more Freerun enjoyers than Dungeon Meshi. I do think that Apothecary Diaries could potentially lose to Freerun.
Why are you asking me?
I wasn't asking. I'm just making statement. So I do think Freerun will be the one that gets it.
I hope Apothecary wins because it's the underdog against Freerun, #1 anime on Mal.
Apothecary, more like Apothecary the season. Am I right? But my vote would probably go to Solo Leveling.
Okay.
It insists upon itself.
I think it has the best opening here. So that's just
That's entirely what you're basing your vote on.
I am a musical guy. What can I say? So all right. If the voting is all right, we'll call it here. So I voted for Solo Leveling. That would be the wrong vote because it was Freerun. Who would have figured?
Yeah.
Gary, you didn't push hard enough.
Go. I'm
so sorry, Gary. Your apothecary sweep is dead.
Apothecary is really good, but Freerun is better.
Freerun starts out good.
All
Freerun
right. And then
is
now
good.
we have the rest of the year that nobody cares about. Pre-run's already gone. So
La-
spring, we got Konosuba Season 3, My Hero Academia Season 7, Girls Band Cry, and Mushoku Tensei Season 2 Part 2.
So sad we didn't have uh, the good shows in here, other than My Hero, of course. There were some good ones that never
Mishoku
made it.
Tensei Part 2. Season 2, Part 2.
I am going to be honest, I don't even remember which one won this season.
I hope it's My Hero, but I think it will be Mushoku Tensei.
If you go by how many people talked about it in the club, Mishoku Tensei would win. But
Did people talk about Mushoku Tensei?
yeah, people talked about this season
I
and
don't
in the summer. It was during this like summer.
is
People were
how
talking about it.
Kaiju 8 is on this list.
What?
Kaiju 8 isn't on the spring list.
It's a summer anime.
That was spring.
Was
Was
it
it not?
spring? I thought.
Yeah.
I remember you watching it in Japan.
Yeah, summer started halfway through the summer,
Oh, okay.
but Kaiju 8 was
What? Just
this spring season. But
If-
Kaiju 8 made it to the
if
anime
only,
awards.
if only
like,
someone
anime of
voted
the year.
for Kaiju number 8 in the nominations, and
So sad. But I hope for My Hero. I don't think it will be My Hero, but I really hope for My Hero.
well, which one is it gonna be then?
I think Mushoku Tensei.
In Dallas, you're also thinking Mushoku Tensei?
Um. Yeah. The only other one I could see it being is maybe Konosuba. Maybe season 7. No one talked about it in the club. Like, if I know that doesn't necessarily translate to like votes, but people in the club talked about Mushoku Tensei
Well,
of this
Dallas,
and this
I'm
sort of.
gonna
I heard
cut you
some
off
people talk
there,
about it.
and I'm gonna cut the voting off there, and just say, it was indeed Konosuba season 3.
Wow.
I thought it was
I
possible.
think you're right in that it's not translating at all. I think we got a very not speaking majority here that you just don't know about.
I have
Joel, why aren't you
heard
talking about the anime that you'll like? Server.
I have heard some people talk about season 3 of Konosuba. But I do think some people just didn't watch any of those options and they were like, I know Konosuba. Konosuba's good.
That would make sense.
That is possible.
That's my justification.
I mean,
You'll need to watch
I
season
put Girls Band Cry as my first. I'm out here representing the CGI animes.
You need to watch it first.
I have what was on that list? I did not watch any of those.
So sad.
Spring was not the season for me, but you know what was? It was definitely not.
Summer.
It was not summer.
Summer.
Summer was rough, but we do have Nier Automata Season 2, Makeine, Too Many Losing Heroines, Oshinoko Season 2, and Chika Noko 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 Koshi Tan Tan.
It's so sad.
Makeine for the win. Let's go.
If only Nier
I think it's
Automata
gonna be
would
Oshinoko.
win,
Why
I'm
should Nier
surprised Hollywood's not
Automata
on Oshinoko.
win, Dallas?
because the game is good and the anime adapts the game somewhat.
That does not sound like a glowing review. Mark,
Well, I can't go into a glowing review without spoilers.
I see how it is. Mark, why is it gonna be Makeine?
It's not, but it should be because the animation is really clean and
The
it's really
animation
funny
might be all
and
it
it
that it's
has
got going for. I'm just kidding.
and it's got fun characters -1 and
Several.
yeah.
Explain the -1. Explain the -1.
There
Mark.
are several not pun characters.
-1. Oshinoko though I think will win. I I think truthfully, it's between Shikanoko and Oshinoko with this, and I think Oshinoko will win. If anyone finished Shikanoko, I don't think they would have voted for it. Yeah, it kind of fell off.
I'll vote for Shikanoko.
What
Yeah,
was
you
it
got
in
it.
between? All right. Wait, did you vote for Chikanoko?
No, I voted for like second to last because I really don't want Oshinoko to win.
I'll vote for Chikanoko. All right, there we go. All right, so with my vote, I'm going to close that one there. All right, and then your winner of summer 2024, you heard it first from Mark. It's either going to be Makaine or Oshinoko, and it is Oshinoko.
I said Shikanoko and Oshinoko, but
Uh-huh.
still the same thing. I need
You know,
to finish that.
kind of surprising, but I'll take it. And then now we got my favorite season of the year, fall.
I wonder
I
why.
wonder why.
Do we even need to go into this one?
Yes,
Um,
yes, we do.
well, we gotta let the people vote first. So like, what
3 points,
what
y'all.
is
3
your what is
points.
your favorite what is your favorite anime of fall 2024, and why is it Don to Don?
Animation's good, music's good, story's good, comedy's good,
Would you say
characters are good.
would you say the romance is good? The adventure fantasy? Would you say the drama's good?
The romance is good. Adventure fantasy, not yet. Spoilers, Kieran.
What?
What?
Season 2,
You
man.
say something?
Season 2 is going to be great. I'm so excited for that to win Anime of the Year for 2025. Yes, there was a Danmachi Season 5.
The Don
I can't
Machi
wait for
fans
the
really liked
second
it.
half of Dawn to Dawn season 1 to come out.
Don Machi fans like season 4 and up, from what I've heard.
Danmachi fans like Season 1. Season 2, not so much. Season 3, not so much. 4 and 5. Actually, I think people like 3.
But yeah, Don Don will take this home.
Gary, you have extraordinary faith in people being willing to watch 48 episodes of an anime in this club. Um, John Michael, the joke was that the season doesn't end.
It never ends.
You know what does end, though? The vote.
The voting!
The vote ends, and your winner of fall 2024, to everyone's surprise, was Bleed Don to Don. I mean, look at the animation. You just can't go wrong with Don to Don.
Don Don.
All right, now for the next brain scratcher. We got the best season of the year. Is it winter with like Frieren and I forgot the other animes that came out in that one. Then we got spring with Konosuba, My Hero Academia. I remember that one. Summer with Oshinoko, Makiine, Nier Automata, fall with Don to Don, Bleach. It could go any which way with this one.
I believe it will be winter. I could see some people voting for fall. Spring and summer were weak, even for just the shows that no one watches, but I watch. Um, Except summer had I Parry Everything, which carried, and no one watched it, but it was phenomenal. But winter had a lot, fall had a lot, and I think it's winter because winter had more
Fall
of what people actually watched.
Fall had one. Unfortunately, more people should have watched Bleach. But
Fall had a few.
I think we already know what it's gonna be. I will give people 3 seconds to vote if they haven't already. 3, 2, 1. All right, close it, Dallas. Your winner is obviously winter. Look at the happy little Pokemons. They're very happy about Freerin. Alright, with that, we're getting into moments in anime. So I do have to warn you guys here. This is the part where we are gonna get into like touchy spoiler territory. And that is gonna be specifically for we have My Hero Academia Season 7, Solo Leveling, Shangri-La Frontier, One Piece, Blue Lock Season 2, Demon Slayer Season 4, and Don to Don. So if you haven't seen any of those shows and you want to avoid spoilers for that, this is your fair warning.
Dallas will send something for end of spoiler warning in VC chat when it's
Yes.
done.
Thank you, Dallas. Working hard as always.
Thank you, Dallas.
All right. I think I've given enough people time to click away. We're going to start off with the best fights in anime.
Woo!
Please start that, Dallas. All right. So this year we got Deku versus Shigaraki from Season 7 of My Hero Academia. Sung Jin Woo versus Igris from Solo Leveling. We got Sunraku versus Weathermon or Wizaimon from Shangri-La Frontier. Or Garp versus Aokiji from One Piece.
I think people might be a little surprised by my answer, but I think the worst one out of all four is Garp versus Aokiji.
I
Um,
am not
I
surprised.
People said the animation was really good, and I thought when I watched it, it was just on par with decent animation for
I
that fight.
I think the thing that got people was the like one hidden frame with the dap up. I think people
That was
noticed
cool.
that and they were like, "Oh my god, it's the best fight ever." Because I did watch all four of these when I was setting this thing up, and I couldn't even find clips of Garp versus Aokiji. I was like, "That's it."
Yeah. There's some cool animation in those that arc, I guess. Um, but the fight didn't go as hard as either of these. Deku versus Shigaraki. Uh, I found the clips from the fight on YouTube that weren't dimmed. Looked so heckin' cool. Sanraku versus Wazaimon was so heckin' cool. Um, and Song Jiwoo versus Igris is also so heckin' cool, but just not as good as Deku versus Shigaraki or Sanraku versus Weatheramon. But still better than Garp versus Aokiji.
From
Uh,
I don't know from the clips I watched. Well, they were the whole fights, but I would say Sung Jin Woo was on par with Deku versus Shigaraki. I think that was just a really solid and like Jerry says, definitely carried by the voice actor Alex Lee. Um, I think I don't know. I think I could go anyway with well, except for Garp versus Aokiji with this one. What do you think, Dallas? You're quiet there. I know you're very opinionated on your fights.
I haven't watched the animation for like any of these fights.
That's
In terms,
fair.
yeah, in terms of story, the only one here. Well, actually, no. Garp Kiji does have like some weight behind it. Um, but I'd say Deku versus Shigaraki is the best like written of the fights here. Um, in the manga at least, but that's because Solo Leveling doesn't have writing; it just has cool action scenes. Um,
Why are you looking for story in a fight? I want a cool fight.
I for cool fights, I would like story that coincides with cool action. Actually,
fight
Uh,
was so cool.
cool. Go back to your One Piece then. Like,
I do think that the winner of this will either be One Piece or Solo Leveling. Um, I think if people didn't watch the clips that were on the forum for the fights, it will go to Garp versus Aokiji. I think if they watch the clips, it will go to solo leveling because bias. But I would like it to be Deku versus Shigaraki or Sanraku versus Wezeraimon. I would
I would.
truthfully be fine with either.
I will
I don't
say
know which
this
one I would pick.
this screen cap of Sunraku versus Wisemon makes me want to watch Shangri-La Frontier.
You should. It's like actually really good.
Well, you should watch it and vote for it because
I can't vote for it anymore.
votings are closed. So,
I can vote for it next year for season 2.
You better.
but
It's
you
gonna
can
go so
also close the voting for best fight. So people got caught up on Mark. Apparently, y'all didn't watch the clips because Garp versus Aokiji won. But I mean, that is a really cool. That is a really clean dap, though.
It is a really good step.
Now, riding off the back of this, we're gonna get into the most hype moment. If you would start that, Dallas. Dallas, if you would start that. Thank you. All right. We have Isagi's goal against the U20 team in Blue Lock Season 2. We have the Hashira ambushing Muzan at the mansion in Demon Slayer Season 4. And we have Garp's Galaxy Impact on Blackbeard's Island from One Piece.
This one's really clear.
Okay. Unlike the Aokiji versus Garp fight, Garp's Galaxy Impact looks so heckin' good. That part was actually super hype. I'm going with Garp.
Okay.
Galaxy Impact.
I agree that the Galaxy Impact, definitely a lot of heart in that animation. I think Isagi's goal against U20, like that is, everyone was saying where'd the budget go for the rest of the season. It went into that one goal. That was everything I wanted, having read the manga finally after 14 dreadful episodes. And Hashira ambushing Muzan is very cool. I'll give that credit too. I think having what's his name, the Stone Hashira pull up was really cool with him swinging his ball and chain around. Yeah. I'm between either Isagi's goal and the Galaxy Impact on this one, though.
I will say, is a moment really isolated in its context absent its surrounding story? Can you really say Usagi's goal against U20 is hype if everything around it is shit and slideshow?
It makes it that much more hype because it's like, holy shit, that's where it's been this whole time. That's where all the budget was. But
you're bored.
It was a rough ride getting there.
Meanwhile, would you rather go on a roller coaster that goes up for one big bump, or would you rather go on a roller coaster that is a constant thrill ride and has a massive drop? Just saying.
All right,
I feel like
I'll give my answer after you close the voting for this form. Because I will say that I do enjoy a more smooth on my roller coaster, and it seems like just about most everyone else did as well with Garp's Galaxy Impact.
Heck yeah! It looks so good.
It is a very clean one. That is a very clean.
This is real shonen.
This is him dabbing up the island, by the way.
Yeah, imagine dabbing.
I know what real shonen is.
Well, no, cause isn't the island a guy? Like, I
yeah,
forget his
technically.
name, but yeah,
You're right.
But thank you, Garp. Very cool. All right.
Find them.
Now the next one is my bad. I think a lot of you will recall that, or won't recall, voting for a most emotional moment. I did mess up in moving things from the nomination form to the final form. However, there was one scene in particular that was nominated, and it was basically the only nomination for the most emotional moment. and that was Acrobatic Silky's backstory, otherwise known as Episode 7 of Dawn to Dawn.
So heckin' good.
Very good. The only time I cried this year. I am sorry about not getting that on the final form, but that did win the most emotional moment in 2024. All right, with that, we are now getting into the miscellaneous awards. So these are going to be the
The end of the
awards.
spoiler warning.
That is the end of the spoiler warning, so go ahead and alert people that these are going to be your awards that didn't really fit in anywhere else. You got stuff like Biggest Train Wreck, you got the best movie, we've got the best studio of this year. So, all around, just some fun awards that we will be giving out, starting out with the biggest train wreck of 2024. We have Blue Lock Season 2, also known as a PowerPoint presentation. We have Uzumaki, also known as a PowerPoint presentation. We have Tower of God Season 2, which I think was also known as a PowerPoint presentation. And Maho Shoujo ni Akagurate. I don't want to even address that one.
As much as I would like that fourth option there to be biggest train wreck, uh, people that watched it got exactly what they were expecting from that show. So I don't think that's gonna win. But I think this is between Blue Lock Season 2 and Uzumaki. But I think more people heard about Blue Lock Season 2, and I definitely got a lot more reels uh, just of the scenes from Blue Lock Season 2. Uh, and they were really a PowerPoint.
I
So I'm
also
going to go with that.
got a lot of those reels. That was very disappointing to see. And then I did get reels of the hype moment that we talked about. And
I did
that
get a couple of those.
Wait, is that how y'all are able to keep your finger on the pulse of anime discourse? Is Instagram Reels?
Uh,
Instagram, YouTube,
Truthfully, I heard it
Reddit.
from Kiernan before I saw them on Instagram. But yes,
Gary, the time skip happens 90 chapters into a 600 chapter story.
Ignore Dallas. He is fighting the demons in his head.
Gary posted in his comment that he's
So,
a
Dallas, what is the biggest train wreck and why is it Uzumaki?
Well, Uzumaki has like some of the greatest animation, like of well, it's like an actually good adaptation of Junji Ito in like the first episode, and then they just made three more episodes that are horrible.
Uzumaki was supposed to come out 4 years ago. I read the book because it was supposed to come out the season after I read the book, and then it got postponed and kept getting postponed, and it apparently lost all of its funding, and they just scraped by to try to finish it.
Yeah,
He did lose
So
all of its
tragedy.
funding. True story.
But Blue Lock Season 2, I still think will win.
yeah.
Just kind
Apparently,
of
more people like saw the Blue Lock season 2 stuff, but like all I heard about was maybe it's because there was more hype for the YouTubers I watched or stuff that like were talking about like Uzumaki because Uzumaki's been I've known of the production of Uzumaki for like a while, and like all the teasers and stuff that they had were like really good, and then they had the episode 1 drop, and it was just a probably the hardest fall off like I've ever seen for
But
something that's been hyped up for so long.
Blue Lock did it in
But
reverse, where it was really hyped because everyone was like, "Oh my God, U20, U20, that's the arc in the manga." And then we got the really PowerPoint animation, and then finally, 13 episodes later, then we get the really hype moment that we were looking for. So we got our one good episode at the very end. But we're gonna close the voting for biggest train wreck, and I don't know how this happened, but it was in fact Uzumaki. It really should have been Blue Lock.
Hey.
It really should have been Blue Lock. But it did end up being Uzumaki. I am just as shocked as the rest of you are.
Was it
I
close?
told you. I told you.
You watch YouTubers. I don't want to hear it.
You watch Instagram Reels.
That's not my only source. But up next we have biggest dark horse.
Yeah.
So these are the ones that you've like surprised you with how good they were. And we got Makaine, Too Many Losing Heroines. We have The Dangers in My Heart Season 2, A Sign of Affection, and Shiko Noko 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 Koshi Tan Tan.
Unfortunately, most of my dark horse picks aren't on here. So sad.
Should have voted for them.
So sad. I do want it to be Makiine.
I really don't understand why.
Cause it's a fun show.
Okay,
I will be
I need
watching
to address
season 2
this. It
weekly.
should not have been Date Alive 5. I, John Michael, I see you. It is not Date Alive 5.
How is Data Live a dark horse? Or is
How
he
can a
talking about
sequel
Train
be a dark horse? Unless it's a season that like got people to like talk about the show or whatever.
It did not get
It's like-
people to talk about the show.
No,
Kinda
no,
good is
you
not
can't
good.
That's true. PvP Civilization was the actual dark horse.
Stop
of this
talking
year.
Alec, get out of my Alec, get out of my stream.
It's a season 2 kind of. But I do think it's Makine. I think Sign of Affection won romance out of people saw, oh, that kind of looks cute, and they hadn't watched any of the options. But I think people had seen Makine, so I believe. But also, I could see some people voting Shikonoko.
The only one of these I've ever heard of before this stream was Shikanoko, so I think.
All
that's
right, then
the
what are
one.
your thoughts on
I've talked
Shikonoko?
about Too Many Losing Heroines.
I think it looks like a show I would hate.
Well,
It's a good gag
let's
show for the
close
first
let's
few
close the
episodes.
voting on that one. And let's be grateful that Dallas didn't vote on this one because it was Shiko Noko 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 Koshi Tan Tan.
Dang.
Do I get points for that? Guessing that?
No,
No, you don't. You actually lose points.
I am very happy with this one because this one was definitely more surprising than I thought it'd be. I was not expecting much when I saw an anime about a random deer girl, and I got You Deer. Truly a moment in all of anime. Up next, we do
Make fun
have.
of Gary for that spelling mistake, everyone.
Let's not
Like,
make
go-
fun of Gary for spelling mistakes. Up next, we have Best Movie. We have Haikyuu, The Dumpster Battle, which I think is the final movie. I don't know. And then we have Look Back, and then we have My Hero Academia, movie for your next.
Dumpster Battle, I don't believe is the final movie.
I think it has like a tag that's like the final or something.
It might be in the final selection, but I don't think so. Truthfully, I haven't seen any of these three. I've read the manga for Look Back. I've read, if that is the final for Haikyuu, I've read the manga for that, but I don't think that's the final. Could be wrong.
Hold on. The prosecution has found evidence.
Objection.
Evidence.
Eat your words, Mark.
You got a link I can.
I have to give you the link. Okay, fine.
No, I can look it up.
No, no,
If that is the final,
I'm giving you the
no, I
link.
got it.
No,
I got it.
I'm
I
giving you
got
the
it.
link right here. Boom, link.
Y'all are crowding up my voting form
You can look
area.
back through it anyway. Get it? Get
Look
it?
Look
back.
back. Oh,
Oh.
look back is gonna win. Hopefully,
Alright.
I hope it wins.
What, you don't think My Hero Academia movie 4
No,
Your
I feel like
Next?
Haikyuu. I feel like Haikyuu might win because I know Haikyuu is really popular and like certain people were like, "Oh, the Haikyuu movie is really good." If I recall correctly, I think like
Uh,
Cameron posted about having seen it despite not seeing the rest of Haikyuu or something, and saying it was good. But yeah,
well, the final arc is good.
isn't
They
it
didn't
not the
finish
final
it.
arc though? Because
Kieran sent me it. It is the final arc is made into two movies. The second movie is coming out eventually, but
well,
isn't
it's
out
called the
yet.
final, but that doesn't mean it's the final arc because they still had like 100
No, it's
chapters
it.
left.
I don't think they're gonna do the time skip stuff, but
So it's not actually the final arc.
it's the final arc. Um,
Would you not count the stuff after the final arc as the final arc?
no, Shonen Jump just gave them more than 5 chapters to finish their manga, but uh, if it is in the final arc, I could see this winning. I don't think a lot of people watch My Hero. You're next. People stopped watching the My Hero movies. Um, but I do think Look Back will win because
Alright.
people heard about that more.
Alright, well then let's close the voting. Let's see how much people heard about it. Alright. In fact, people did hear about Look Back. It was our best movie for 2024. Not too much competition, but round of applause
Freon
for
Amazon.
What happened to Dead Demons
Matsumoto.
Destruction?
You
We
didn't vote for it,
we did
Dallas.
not
Yeah,
vote for it.
You didn't vote for it. This is your fault. I dare say it's
I
all
would not have
because of you.
voted for it over Look Back.
You know what else was your fault, Dallas?
What?
Best animation. Alright. We have Don Da Don, Solo Leveling, Apothecary Diaries, and Free Ren.
Why is Apothecary
This is
Diaries
really
here?
tough. Apothecary Diaries has good animation.
I asked Gary about it and he said it was okay.
You
It's
Number
good
one,
animation.
Apothecary Simp said it
you
was
have
okay.
the propagandist himself.
He said it was decent, mid, like normal, acceptable.
It's higher than acceptable. But this is a very tough one between Don Don and Free Ren.
It should have.
Is Gary
Uh,
Gary's correcting the record? Is he gonna clarify his opinion?
Uh-oh.
For the record,
We have a surprise
I
guest on
said
the
it was
show.
good. It is not the best ever. It's still pretty good, I think. It's been a minute.
Thank you, Gary, joining in from the audience. So apparently Apothecary is good, but not that good. What do you think of this, Mark?
it's still better than Solo Level 8 animation, for the most part. But Don Don and Free Ren are in a whole nother category of animation.
That is true. That is
Um,
true.
and it's really tough because Don Don has a lot of artistic styling to the animation, whereas Freerin has some of the best like scenery and cloth sim in like actual animation, not being like CGI renderings and stuff, um, that I've seen ever. So they're two different ends of good, like great animation. Um, so I don't know which one I would say. I feel like Don Don's gonna win because of recency bias, but I I don't know personally which one I would pick between the two.
All right, that's fair. Then we'll just have Dallas break the tie for you. Where are you gonna go?
um, it's hard. I think I'm more interested in the type of animation Dandadan goes for. So yeah, I got Dandadan.
I would have to agree. I really, really like. Because one thing I was worried about the Don to Don adaptation is a lot of the humor in the manga was based on the characters quite literally changing style and like having being very expressive. I think Science Saru nailed nailed it. Like I love seeing Momo and Okarun like shift into their chibi forms and make the funny expressions. I love the I am rocket engine valve scene. I do have to give credit to Freerin though. I have seen like some of the fights. I've seen some of the sceneries. The I forget what the Japanese word is for saku something. Um, Very pretty anime. I could definitely see how you could be torn on this one. So we are gonna end the vote and see what the people said. They will be the tiebreaker on this one. And drum roll.
Aaron probably deserves it.
It it was Freerin.
Dang!
I
And
think
you
you
picked the
guys are.
best gift.
I did. I was like, if that doesn't say animation, I don't know what does. But I think you guys are overestimating recency bias here. I feel like every time
Dang.
you guys have said it's gonna be the recency bias, it was not the recency bias.
I guess
There's
it's true.
another thing to like comment about Freerun is like it also like keeps it up for like 28 episodes, which like Dandadan has only 12 episodes and Freerun does it for
Hey,
literally
not for
twice as
long.
long.
Season two. Season
It
two is gonna
it's
be
not
great.
Season 2
okay.
will be great. You'll
In a
have
row versus not in a row are different ball games, you know. Like 28 episodes in a row is different than 12 episodes a year apart or like 6 months apart because you have those 6 months to do stuff.
Well, all right. If you want to talk about different ball games, then let's get into another one with the best studio of the year, with Madhouse animating Freerin and Orb. We have Science Saru with Dandadan. We have Doga Kobo with Oshinoko Season 2 and Rushi Dere. That's the Alya only expresses her feelings in Russian. And then we have A1 Pictures with Solo Leveling and Makaine. I
um,
could
I'll
go
let you.
a lot of ways with this one. Because, I mean, we talked about it again with Freerin and Dandadan's animation. Makaine is very pretty. I will give you that, Mark. It was like so, some of the stylistic choices they made to reflect the what was going on at the time. I really liked it. Like, you know what I'm talking about, Mark, with where like they would
Yeah.
blur it out and there wouldn't be like as solid lines.
Yeah.
I loved those scenes. I think the
They
only one
I
here I could not give it to is Doga Kobo.
Yeah. Um I could see not giving it to Science Saru because it only had one. Like
It did.
A1 Pictures had like Solo Leveling was really good, and then they did a really good job with Machine. Madhouse, like Freerin and Orb, both
Mm-hmm.
look great. Orb barely anyone knows about, but it's so good. Um,
Hey, people know about it. They
and
were sad it did not get
yeah,
on here.
there's a few people that know about it.
And you know what? I
Um,
think it would have gotten on here if you would have voted Mark.
I'm
One vote. One
sorry.
vote really does matter, folks. One
I'm
vote really does
sorry. I
matter.
voted on the
Nominations?
Nomination.
first one. Yeah.
Hey,
Uh
that's the
huh.
opposite of what I did.
Guys, I voted on both. Come on.
My bad. But I would give this to Madhouse. Um, because they had the behemoth of Freerun and also Orb. And I think the only real competition with Madhouse is A1 Pictures. And I don't think as many people care about solo leveling as much as they did about Freerun.
And I give a contrary take.
Sure.
Ooh.
Science Saru is a very fun, unique studio They're doing, obviously they did Dawn to Dawn, but last year they also did
Tatami Galaxy. Or
they did Tatami Galaxy. That was like a while, like a couple years ago. But last year they also did Scott Pilgrim versus the or Scott Pilgrim Takes Off,
oh,
which
they
is
did.
another yeah, it's a
Huh.
unique show. They like pretty much one to one did like the style of the graphic novel like built come to life. And they also did one of the Star Wars Visions episodes for the first season, and that was also a really good episode. I really enjoy Science Saru, and I think they're a good studio to follow. They're always
Mhm.
creative in what they're doing, and I versus like Madhouse, which is like sure Madhouse like used to be big, and sometimes like they pull everything out, but the fact is like modern studios are kind of like ugh. I mean, Madhouse has had its ups and downs because a lot of the modern like anime industry is a bunch of freelancers just working on the anime that they like. So and are paid too. So
Well, I mean, that is
I
fair.
think
I do really like Science Saru. I think it is just a matter of like they only do one anime a year, basically.
but they
I
really
do
do
think
one anime
Madhouse
well.
and A1 are a lot more recognizable, and it is very clear from the voting that people recognize Madhouse. So let's go ahead and close the voting. And your winner, to everyone's surprise, is Madhouse with Orb.
uh,
Orb really carried their catalog this year.
that'll show
And
for Science Saru next year.
Well, they'll do Dawn to Dawn, I guess. Dawn to
Don
Dawn
da
season two.
Don, yes, season two, it's gonna be great. And then
I
our
think if you
next
show this,
category, we're gonna get into the manga. So the first one is the best ongoing manga. This
Wait,
is
whoa.
what?
Science Saru is doing the other manga made by the Beastars author.
Oh, Sanda.
Yeah, so they're doing Sanda. What the fuck?
Okay,
What the...
that's gonna be a 2025 discussion. We have
Yeah.
best ongoing manga right now. We got One Piece, Don da Don. We got Chainsaw Man and Hunter Hunter.
Wow.
all
Those are just
right.
about all of your heavy hitters.
There
I know
are
I'm gonna shock y'all with this answer, but
Dallas.
I'm going with One Piece.
What? No way.
One Piece, the greatest fictional story of all time. This also happened to be the greatest fictional story of all time this year.
Mark, that was a really shocking answer. I did not expect that from you.
I know it's crazy.
uh I'm gonna go with Hunter x Hunter.
What?
I think that's a better story than One Piece.
This year,
Yes.
wait till that happened this year.
What?
A lot happened in One Piece this year.
A lot happened in
Hmm.
Don da Don. I think you guys are sleeping on Don da Don.
I also think Chainsaw Man was better. Well, I don't know. One Piece is in a weird situation where it has like some lower lows and bigger flaws than I think the other stories do.
I see
Uh,
a lot more flaws in Chainsaw Man than
I,
any of the other four on
I
this list.
I don't
I
know. I feel like I read One Piece sometimes, and I'm like, oh, I'm very clearly reading a manga for
I see a lot of
14-year-olds.
I see a lot of flaws in all four of these. I'm just gonna say it.
Uh, no, I mean, like, I see flaws, obviously, in a lot of stories, but I see flaws that, like, actively, like, detract from my reading experience. Like, while I'm, because also, like, One Piece is one of the series I read week to week, right? And every week there is a lot of stuff that happens that I'm like, oh, why?
Wow.
This is very artificial, and I don't like it. Um, there's one specific plot device that happened this year that not was
All right.
frustrating. I don't want to go into spoilers because
Yeah,
we're not
let's
spoiling
be
anything.
careful about that.
Yeah, there was just a plot device that I did not like.
But you're really just gonna tear Mark down like that?
Oh, he's wrong because I don't even know what plot device he's talking about.
Whoa, whoa. Let's not.
Obvious.
You guys take it to your DMs. We're gonna keep it professional on the stream and close the votings and keep it going. All right, thank you, Dallas. All right, so in an actual surprise upset, your best ongoing manga for 2024
Is it done?
is Chainsaw Man.
Oh, dang.
This is not surprising. I'm not gonna
This
lie.
is very
This
surprising
no,
for me.
this came down to round 3 ranked choice voting calculations.
really?
Like this was neck and neck. Because like, I mean, I think it came down to One Piece had a lot of first place votes and a lot of fourth place votes.
Hmm.
So it came down to between Chainsaw Man and One Piece, and Chainsaw Man took it away.
Dang it, Dallas. Why do you got to vote on this for him?
And then
Wait.
on the flip side, we have the best new manga with the sequel to Solo Leveling Ragnarok, following Sun Jin Woo's son. We have Himatin, which I'm going to be honest, never heard of that one. We have
Yeah.
Ichi the Witch, which, get it, which I've honestly been excited to read. This is, I think, my favorite, like, up and coming one. We have Girl Meets Rock, which I really like the art style. The art style is very cute. It reminds me of Skip and Loafer. So I might pick that one up after this.
So I am only current with Hema 10. I read a few chapters of Girl Meets Rock. It's doing better than I thought it would, so it's possible it gets better after the first few chapters, but I was not impressed with it. Ichi the Witch I know has some fans. Don't really know much about Solo Leveling Ragnarok. We'll see. But I'm gonna go with Hema 10 because it feels like Nichijou. No, not that. Nisekoi.
Nichijou
Feels
2?
like no.
Nichijou 2?
Nisekoi.
What
No,
was the Nichijou
it
2
has
earlier?
it has similar vibes to Nisekoi. So that would be essentially Dallas. Don't read this one.
Yeah.
I think it was Chikanoko, wasn't it? Chikanoko is already Nichijou 2.
No, Nichijou is good.
Nah, I just saw Jerry earlier be like he was going to hunt down anyone that said Chikanoko was Nichijou 2. So,
I will say, Ichi the Witch is drawn by the same person who drew Act Age, which was like one of my favorite Weekly Shonen Jump mangas before it was canceled because the author was a terrible person. Um, and I'm excited to see her get new work because her art is really, really good.
the art is really good in Ichi the Witch.
Yeah, like I learned about this manga through this forum, and I'm like, I actually need to like start reading this because I really like her art.
I
And
read the first 3 chapters when it came out, and then I need to catch back up, but I'm really liking.
I'll catch back up if you catch back up.
Oh, no way. Wait, you didn't start though.
I'll catch up if you catch up.
Well, what if I like mayonnaise instead? But
I
let's see. No, you won't, Jerry. No, you won't.
I wonder if the Solo Leveling Ragnarok is based on a like webtoon or web novel too, because I know the original Solo Leveling was based on a web novel before it was made into a manhwa.
I'm not sure. All I know is it just follows his son, and it kind of goes a wacky direction. So I'm kind of curious where it goes. But
I do
with
think the
that,
winner will
ooh,
be Solo Leveling.
all right. Well, let's see then, Mark. Close the voting if you're so confident.
Me? That's not my job.
All right. Well, basically you closed it. So is Mark right? No, it was Ichi the Witch.
Let's
Dang.
go!
And that was the only gift that I could find for it. So good morning to everyone. Ichi the Witch, what a guy. What a nice guy. All right. And then with that, I think that wraps up our miscellaneous awards. So now we're getting into the music awards, which is going to be our opening and ending
Heck yeah.
this year. This is going to be a very contentious one. People are very passionate about their opening and endings. So we're going to get started with the best opening of 2024. We have Otonoke by Creepy Nuts from Don to Don. We have Shika Iro Days by the Chika Club from Chikanoko. We have Bling Bong Bum Born, also by Creepy Nuts. They've had a hell of a year this year with Mashal Season 2. And we have Level by Sawano Hiroyuki, NZK, Tomorrow, X Together, but that was too long to put on this list from Solo Leveling.
I think this is actually kind of easy. It's Otanoke by Creepy Nuts.
Ooh,
I
starting
think
out
most
strong.
people I think most people would put either Okanoke or Bling Bong Bong Born for the winner, but I think everyone that likes Bling Bong Bong Born would think Otanoke is just a little bit better.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. That
I
is my
think people
personal
have been
opinion.
saying Bling Bum Bum Born is just better than Otonoke.
I think they're wrong and they're lying to themselves,
Or are
and
we
they
talking
better
about
not
just
have been lying to
visuals, or
themselves.
or are we talking about just the music or also the visuals?
Uh,
It's the opening,
I'm fine with
everything.
either.
It's all of
Uh,
it. All of it.
I think
the
when you
animation's
include
better
the
on Don to Don, but
yes,
it's also a better song.
the song and well, the visuals are really what like sends it way over the top of anything else here. To be honest, like significantly, like
I
the
don't know.
visuals and the opening
I
are
don't know,
so good.
Dallas. You got you deer right there.
That was kind of fun.
Chica noko 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 koshi tan tan. Like, come on. I
Um,
remember you, Mark. I
she,
remember you learning that dance.
I did, but Shikanoko shouldn't even be on the list, and neither should Level.
Then you
Real
should have
sad.
voted. It comes back.
I
It comes.
voted in the
One
primary.
vote matters, folks. You got.
No, I voted on the original nomination form, and it didn't get in. I had
Where's the Kingdom season 5 opening?
You didn't even watch Kingdom.
I read it.
Uh,
I'm like 200 chapter or 100 chapters behind on
but
that.
I do agree with this one where I think it's just between the Creepy Nut songs. I think people like the song for Bling Bum Bum Born more. I think the animation for Bling Bum Bum Born is very fun, but I think the animation for Otonoke does carry. I personally really like the song for Don to Don. I like Otonoke, but I think I mean, if you consider the cultural impact that Bling Bum Bum Born had, like that was everywhere. I think there was a period where like even non anime fans knew Bling Bum Bum Born. That song was everywhere online.
Yeah, it definitely the cultural impact of it was could not be understated, really.
I still stand by my previous statement.
I think Otonoke is still more like a well, I say recency bias, but every time we've said recency bias,
Don't say it, you're gonna jinx it.
it.
He didn't say it, no one heard him, right? Right?
I didn't hear him.
I didn't hear anything.
Otonoke is gonna win because of
Bling Bong Bong Born will win because of recency bias. Trust.
What?
no,
Okay,
I
you
just
can't,
said
Mark. You can't pull that card, Mark. That is not fair.
I think I got it to work. I think I reversed the jinx.
I do agree with you there, Jerry. I think it's a very fun song, but I think compared to like other songs I've heard from them recently, like the Call of the Night opening or Otonoke, I simply like those better.
All of the Night is better. Well, the Call of the Night ending song, which is just Call of the Night, is
Yes,
my favorite song from them.
but that is
And
not a recent song. That came
it is
out a
not a recent,
long time ago,
but it was for endings of whatever year that anime came out.
and it
Whatever.
didn't win.
It
It should
didn't.
have won.
Wow, this club always confirming that it has bad taste.
But let's see.
Now that
Did you guys jinx it? We are going to close the voting here. Did you guys jinx it with your recency bias? Did Bling Bum Bum Born win because of its recency bias?
Dallas, you better not have.
Yes, it did.
Heck no! Damn it! Why did you do this? You
The
ruined it.
recency bias was just really strong on this one. But I
No.
mean, look at Mash there. Look at the
All
dance.
my hopes and dreams
Really, writing
crushed.
on the opening.
Yes,
What
actually,
about the
no.
ending? What about the ending? You still got the endings, Mark.
The
I
ending for
do.
Dawn to Dawn is not.
Let's get into the best endings. Maybe you still have a chance.
Okay. So sad that none of my picks other than Orb got on here. Little tragic. But if people listen to the songs, Orb should win. It just
Yes.
should. It is.
Mar-
It's so good.
yes, because music is the most objective of takes. Everyone knows this. No one
Okay,
has
the
different
animation
opinions.
on the ending is also good, but
I
the song is so good.
I think I disagree with the animation. I think it did not stand out to me at all.
I didn't say it was great, but
I
it is
know,
good.
but I like this is the best ending.
It is,
This
and
is
it's
the best
the
song
best
and the
ending.
best animation and the best. I don't know why Burning is on here. That
Burning's
that
fine.
still upsets me to this day. But
Burning's fine.
I think this does come down to Taidada and Nox Luck.
And
Nox
my
Lux.
vote is easily for Nux Lux.
Easily.
Easily.
Uh,
Easily.
no, I don't see that happening. I see this between Don to Don or Orb. Um, I know it's probably not going to be Orb, but I'm gonna still pick it for what I think's gonna win because I really wanted to. I'm gonna will it into existence, and the heckin' slideshow you already put together is gonna change
Yeah.
uh, to have Orb.
I'll change it right now.
Heck yeah! Let's go.
Back. Well, I'll change it right now back to Don to Don because it was originally Orb.
No, you shut it.
All right.
Should be Orb.
Well,
Love Orb.
The hot take, the Tided on is ending. But
I think this one might be. I think it's a fun song, and I think it is definitely carried by the animation. I like the funny dancing cat. So,
No.
are we ready to see if Mark willed it into existence?
Sure.
All right, close it then. Did Mark will it into existence? Yes, he did. And then I changed it back to Tai Da Da.
give it to me
No.
straight. How close was it?
I don't think. Well, I think it
Not
came.
even
It
close.
really came down to Nox Lux, and Tai Da Da. Um, where is it?
Both songs in Orb are so good.
We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it was 9 to 13 for Tai Da Da.
So sad.
Damn.
It did go to
Hmm.
round 3 though. All right. With that, that is our music section. We are now getting into anime of the year. This is going to be your best sequel, your best new release, and finally, the coveted anime of the year. Dallas, if you will start us off with the best sequel, they are going to be Mashal Season 2, Konosuba Season 3, Oshinoko Season 2, and Bleach Thousand Year Blood War Part 3.
I haven't watched a single one of these.
I haven't watched any of these either. Of the ones, uh, The one that's gonna win is gonna be Konosuba season 3, but the one that is probably the best, it might be Ocean no season 2 actually, because I think I still like the manga when I read this arc, but maybe Bleach because they adapted it better and like fixed stuff.
You're wrong. It's Bleach. Bleach is the best one up here. But Mashal Season 2 is a lot of fun. It had Bling Bum Bum Born. I really like Mashal Season 2. I've read Oshinoko Season 2. I need to watch it still. I did hear good things about it. I think it was positively reviewed.
Didn't Konosuba lose to
Wait,
Oh.
was that just me?
No, you didn't hear anything. Nothing happened.
What?
Trust, nothing
We,
happened.
we had a surprise guest. Sorry about that. So I think my personal pick. I think I would really enjoy Konosuba season 3 if I watched it. I need to get around to that. I think the only thing I would not pick here is Oshinoko season 2.
Surprising enough, I think it will be Oshinoko season 2.
Didn't Konosuba win earlier though? Well, yeah. Wait, no. Oshinoko won its season. Yeah, I think Oshinoko season 2 is gonna win.
But Konosuba won best comedy, right? No, that was Dandadan. It won spring.
Yeah, Oshinoko season 2 is gonna win. But the one that should win should be Bleach. Let's say Bleach is the best one here.
All right. Well, has everyone voted? I think everyone has voted. So let's go ahead and close that. So this one ended up being a very interesting one. It came down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It came down to one vote in round 3. And the winner for the best sequel of this year was Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War, The Conflict.
Damn.
I am very happy with this one. It got recognized here at the very least.
I'm fine with this.
I am very happy with this. It went up against Dandadan. There was no shot. But this was very unexpected, very deserved. I am very happy with this one. Are we ready, folks, for the best new release of 2024?
Yes.
Dallas?
Mm-hmm.
Dallas, you're not enthusiastic about it. Come on, man.
Donadon, yay! It's gonna win, yay!
You're awful confident about that one. All right, we got best.
Oh wait, no, Free Run.
We got
It's Free
best
Run.
new release with Apothecary Diaries, Mr. Propaganda himself. We got Don Da Don. We got Free Ren, the anime itself, and then Kaiju number 8.
Okay.
I can't believe Kaiju number 8 is
Let's
here.
be honest. One of these is not like the others.
Wait, is Kaiju 8 here? Why is
Kaiju
it
8 wasn't in its best of its season. Like, not even on the list.
solo leveling? Why is it solo leveling here instead?
We
Okay,
can't do solo
now-
leveling again.
Now, we haven't had a competition between Don Da Don and Freerin yet.
Yeah.
So we really don't have any information on this. Other than
Say the dreaded
animation.
words. The dreaded words.
I do think Freerin is a better new release. Don Da Don is a close second.
Ooh.
But also Don Da Don ends on cliffhanger. Freerin ends at a good spot in the show. So I'm gonna put in my vote for Freerin. People could mess up and vote for Apothecary Diaries over both of them. It would be
There
funny
was a
if
lot
we
of propaganda.
it would be funny if we had another one where Freerin beats Apothecary in every category, but then fails at the end for absolutely no reason other than people are like, I voted for Freerin a lot of times. Maybe I should vote for another one.
What if that's what Kaiju number 8 is here? Maybe that's why it's here.
Maybe. Maybe that's why it got here. It better not win.
What?
Freerin had a really good start.
But the One Republic song.
It did have a really good song. Too bad it wasn't on the list of songs.
Shoulda voted for it then.
I voted on the nomination.
Uh-huh. All right. How's the voting looking? I think we
Mostly Freerin.
could close it here. I think people know what's up. I think Mark I think we know what's up. I think we've learned so far.
Recency bias.
I think this is the furthest you
Oh,
could get from recency bias, but
Yeah.
I think
Oh.
we've learned it is just Freerin. The answer is just Freerin. All right.
Is this
yeah.
a Freerin sweep? No, it didn't win. It didn't win Pro Tiger. Okay.
No, Freerin did not win protagonist, so
Freerin doesn't have a good protagonist. Well, it doesn't have a great protagonist.
all right. So here it is, folks. This is the main event. This is what we're all here for. We have the anime of the year. And starting out, we have Apothecary Diaries. We have Freerin. We have Dandadan. We have Oshinoko Season 2. And we have Dungeon Meshi. These were the 5 choices for Mr. Anime of the Year himself, 2024.
Mr.
Mrs. Anime of the Year, 2024 herself.
I was gonna say all the gifts here are women except for Don to Don.
Okay.
What are we thinking,
Uh,
folks?
I think it's clearly Freerin.
It is, but I am going to vote Don to Don on this one.
Oh,
It's Freerin, but I'm going to vote that it was Don to Don on this one.
Even though you think Freerin is better than Don to Don.
It is, and Freerin also won this, but I'm going to say that people thought that Don to Don won this.
why? Why do you think people won? Why do you think people chose Dandadan here, Mark?
Because it would be really funny.
No, say the words,
It
Mark.
would be really
Say-
funny.
Say the word.
And no, I can't. I can't do it.
Say the 2 words.
If I say it, then I'll be definitely wrong. I'm gonna say different words. Old bias. That's
Oh.
why.
What?
Old bias.
What? Okay. In a twist we did not see coming, Mark has pulled the old bias card. What are you gonna pull, Dallas? What are you gonna pull? How are you gonna top that one?
I'm gonna go with, let's say Apothecary pulls out the underdog sweep here because of Gary's propaganda.
It was very effective propaganda.
Yeah, I think Gary he was just so influential in his propaganda and all the things he said he would do if Apothecary didn't win, that it's gonna win.
That is true. I am scared to find out what happens after we announce the Anime of the Year award. It is going to be a scary time for all of us, but we will make it through it. It is okay.
Remember, there are resources to help you. You do not have to live in fear of Gary. he does know what you voted for, but do not be afraid.
Oh, it looks like Gary's promoting the USA Run Aggie-SAMA running program right there.
I think this is a good time to announce that we did make Mark our HR officer. So
Yeah, give me a sec. I need to lock my door.
Oh no, Mark has to live with Gary after this incident.
I have locked my door. I'm safe.
Not
I have a
for
window, Gary. I can get out.
not for long. I don't think your ceiling is very safe.
Impossible.
But
I'm
all right. Do we want to call it here? I'll give people 5 seconds to get their votes in. 5, 4. That is scary. That is scary. All right. So before I announce this, what was it from you, Mark? Did you say Dungeon Meshi?
No, I said Don da Don.
Oh, Don Da Don. That's right, because of old bias. All right,
Old
and then
bias.
Dallas was propagandized and said Apothecary Diaries. I think me personally, I'm gonna have to say Freerin. Freerin is Freerin.
Heck yeah.
Freerin is your winner for 2024. Mrs. Anime herself,
Don't you dare,
9.3,
Gary.
number one on my anime list. Is it number one on any list? Number one across
think-
the board.
I think is it number one on any list? I thought it was Gintama on any list. A Gintama
I don't know
thing.
what it is, but Gintama is not a 2024 anime, so we don't care.
Let's go.
Congratulations to Freerin and Madhouse for winning the Aggie-SAMA 2024 Anime of the Year. And with that, that is the end of the Anime Awards. Thank you to everyone that showed up. I know there was AggieCon today, but still, I think we had a good turnout. I think it was fun. Thank you to everyone for showing up. Any last words from my co-hosts?
I need to finish Gintama.
I am actually pretty happy with most of these. And I got best ship. So truthfully, I am absolutely happy.
What about you, Dallas? Are you happy with this one?
I think Freerin is overrated.
Oh, that's how you're gonna end this one. All right.
I mean, okay. It's very pretty. It does a lot of things well.
Dallas, I need you to say 3 good things about Freerun right now. I need you to apologize.
The
To
animation is
Mrs.
very
Anime
pretty.
herself.
The animation is very pretty. It starts out really kind of like philosophizing, interesting concepts.
Dallas,
All
did you
right.
watch the full anime?
All right.
I haven't watched the last 8
I'll let you go, Dallas. I'll let you go.
Opinion invalid.
I'll let you go on that one. All right, but once again, thank you to everyone for showing up. We had a great time. We hope y'all had a great time. That will be all from us. Y'all have a good and merry night.